has for me one of the most frightful moments of any Hitchcock film, involving the fence and the boy. I think you feel that, don't you? Such a clever picture. I love it. I can see it over and over again without any diminution of my enjoyment. Our Hitchcock season comes to an end next week. Our last film is a Hitchcock film that is not regarded very highly by those who don't appreciate it or understand it. When I present it next Saturday night, I hope to clarify a few points that will make it quite enthralling. We'll see about it. And of course, I'm referring to Topaz, based on the novel by Leon Uris. However, before we mention what's on next Saturday night, I'd like to talk about tonight for a moment. For example, coming up in a few minutes' time, The Private Life of Henry VIII with Charles Laughton, who won his Best Actor Academy Award for his performance. It's a wonderful film. It's very witty, very well made, and it's quite a mind-bender for a few reasons I'll tell you about in a few minutes. That's The Private Life of Henry VIII. And for those TV channels who are still with the network after midnight, I'm presenting Fred Astaire with George Burns and Gracie Allen and Joan Fontaine in A Damsel in Distress, a musical with lovely songs by George Gershwin and Ira Gershwin, including Foggy Day in London Town and Nice Work If You Can Get It. It's very funny, very lovely movie. So it's a good night, isn't it, tonight? I think most of our Saturday nights are 4 or 5 star nights myself. I believe in them. Now, coming attractions. Sunday afternoon, with that great music of Bernard Herrmann, that's 12 noon tomorrow, I'm presenting The Day the Earth Stood Still, directed by Robert Wise, with Patricia Neal, Michael Rennie and Hugh Marlowe. It's a great picture, The Day the Earth Stood Still. You'll watch it, won't you? And even if you don't like sci-fi, see it, because it has a special message for a lot of people that they want to read, learn, appreciate and experience. Following The Day the Earth Stood Still, your minds will be bedazzled by Steel Town with Anne Sheridan, John Lund and Howard Duff. A film in beautiful colour in which Anne Sheridan utters one of the most extraordinary lines I've ever heard an actress utter on the screen. It's a wonder she didn't gag as she spoke it. More of that later. Next Friday night in Screen Romances, here's a quartet of delightful players, don't you agree? In the comedy directed by Michael Curtiz, Four's a Crowd. After Robin Hood, Errol Flynn wanted to make a film that took him out of period costume, and this is the one, and it's delightful. By the way, if you're a model train lover or expert, you must see it. Take my word for it. If you like model trains, see Four's a Crowd. Okay? Next Saturday night, the film, of course, as mentioned a few moments ago, Topaz. Interesting. Well, I'll say more when next Saturday night comes. And following Topaz, an Academy Award winner, Titanic, Clifton Webb, Barbara Stanwyck. Oh, look at the cast. I needn't read all their names out to you. It's a terrific movie. I like it. Directed by Jean Negulesco and produced by Billy Wilder's one-time associate Charles Brackett. Titanic. And our third film next Saturday night will be Gentlemen Prefer Blondes for those channels in the network who are still with us. So entertainment reigns supreme on Saturday nights. And thanks for all your letters and comments, personal and on the telephone, that give us such enthusiasm and such support. We love you for that so much. And now, in a few minutes' time, a real treat. Charles Laughton in The Private Life of Henry VIII. I won't let Nicholas Rocha go tonight. His music for Young Bess is the music that's playing as I speak. It seemed kind of appropriate tonight, don't you think? I love the regal themes of the score for Young Bess. Private Life of Henry VIII is an extraordinary work from Alexander Korda, who produced and directed it for his London films. But maybe you don't know all the facts. You might like to know that Private Life of Henry VIII in 1933 cost £60,000. You could adjust those figures to 1990 and find that it didn't cost all that much at all, considering today's prices and charges. In its first worldwide release, that's late 33 through 1934, it made £500,000. Now, when you think about it, and there was a depression on, you realise what an enormous success it was. And you know, 20 years after that, taking us to 53, 54, it was still making £10,000 a year. It would have to be one of the most popular British films ever made. And Alexander Korda, who had a reputation for spending money as if it were going out of style, had not much money to spend on this, obviously through the £60,000. The sets had to be rearranged. Some things were painted on the walls because they couldn't afford to build them. And not only that, the joke went around that even the nails they took out of the sets to reassemble them, they were told to keep them because they'd need them. They couldn't afford to waste a thing. Or historical pageant. It's a comedy as well. Charles Laughton took the famous Hans Holbein portrait of Henry VIII as his model for his appearance in the film. And his wife, Elsa Lanchester, said this: "From it, he created a character of almost Rabelaisian mirth, with giant strokes and a broadness that would jolt the audience out of their seats." I think you might be jolted a bit tonight. It's a very clever movie, very cunningly made and brilliantly acted. Now, here are some of the other participants. Merle Oberon in only her second or third movie appearance as Anne Boleyn. Naturally, she doesn't have much to do, but what she does with such style, a star in the making. And again, someone else rather special for the film, Elsa Lanchester, the star's husband, playing Anne of Cleves. The sequence with them is delightful. I say no more. And here we have someone also very interesting, Binnie Barnes, who plays one of the wives. Binnie Barnes was a famous cabaret singer of this period. In fact, she sings a song composed actually by Henry VIII in the film. Standing next to them, Robert Donat, already a stage star, now at the beginning of a most auspicious movie career. I think his next film was The Count of Monte Cristo, for which he went to America. Everly Gregg is Catherine Parr, the survivor. Oh boy, no more. I'd love to tell you lots of things, but I said enough. Sit back, relax, enjoy every moment. It may not be close to history in many moments, but it's close to being perfect entertainment. The private life of Henry VIII with a wonderful Charles Laughton.